everyone, this is Ahi from Ahiverse and welcome to Veros of Dreams episode 13. The week's been pretty alright. I want to be very sincere and upfront about how I'm feeling. Today is not a good day for some reason. This is the third time I'm trying to record this podcast. It's already like 9 o'clock. I just feel very low energy and generally feeling very terrible. And there are a lot of things that I'm trying to better myself in. One is trying to censor myself and not swear a lot. I don't swear much, but I do use the swear words occasionally here and there because I don't find an equivalent word that will replace it with the same emotion. That being said, whenever I record these podcast episodes, I generally tend to have a higher pitch of voice because for the sound to be captured, I kind of have to shout. And when you shout, you have a little bit of higher pitch than your normal voice. And I hate it. I hate sounding higher pitch for some reason. I just hate it. And I don't have any energy to shout, so I'm very close to the mic. That's why you probably hear some annoying sounds in the mic or being recorded, I guess. 1 year ago, around this time, I released my first episode, and when I started the podcast, I started it with an intention of bettering my speech. I say this in probably every single podcast episode, I don't know, and that is still a huge goal in my part. I really want to better my speech, speak better. That's just what I said. See, I fumble a lot, I stutter a lot, I say stupid shit, I mean shito, like the color white. I say a lot of stupid things, and so I want to change that. The past week, okay, I was just start with this. I always feel like I would jinx myself after saying something. The opposite always happens. Like for example, like in one episode, I complained about rains. Then the next week, after the episode is done, there's literally sunny days ahead. And when I complain about how much summer it is, it starts raining and then it causes the flooding. And then I complain about the flooding, then it becomes sunny. Currently, it started raining today, but the rain stopped, so now it's hot here. There's no concept of winter in Mumbai or where I live right now, Kerala. I hate this. I want winter. Okay? We are farthest from the sun we could ever be, right? Why is there no winter in India? At least southern part and coastal regions. I hate you so much how the weather is here. Oh, I can't swear. Every single word that's coming to my mind is a swear word right now because I'm angry and pissed off at this. But also I'm very, very tired. After failing to record this episode in the morning, I gave up. Not for this episode, but I was thinking I should just stop doing podcasts at all. Maybe it's not doing me any favor, so to speak. I mean, or maybe just skipping today. I thought to just skip today's episode and just record next week because I was not feeling good mentally. I was feeling very terrible, low testosterone kind of day, and I really wanted to not record this episode, but I feel like if I only post and record things when I'm normal or when I'm content and not feeling terrible, it would be kind of for disservice to myself and to anyone who hears my or listens to my podcast, because I try to be honest every time, right? That's kind of like my goal. Like you're honest with your friends, and that is why I decided that no matter what, I'm not gonna give up and just record a podcast, even if it's bad, even if it's a very negative kind of thing. But yeah, a lot of intrusive thoughts came to my mind today, but I had emotional release. I was lucky enough to have it in the afternoon, and I lost my appetite that time, but still I somehow got over it and I ate food. Then I had enough energy to make something new, food related, I mean, and it was pretty good. The thing I made today was really tasty, and 100 out of 100 I will do that again, but only if I have energy left. That's the only problem, right? Energy is so low. How I'm gonna do anything, right? The heat is terrible. The heat is one of the reasons why I don't have any energy. But rains are also kind of like very mild for some reason. I mean, it was raining very heavily, but it stopped now and it's just heat. I always feel like I'm a broken record while talking. So yeah, today is not the best day. Today is probably one of the worst days in a while, and my how do I say that? My mental morale just fluctuates between terrible and good, but generally it is a constant one. Like it is if you're considering, or if you're taking, what do you call it, if you're taking like of an example, like a number line or graph, it's at the like x-axis something, so it doesn't fluctuate in the value of y. It's a constant, like minus y or minus 1y, or it's a constant plus 1.5y around there, in the graph. So it's a constant. The x is constant. It's just the y that fluctuates. That type of graph. I forgot every terminology regarding this because I'm so out of touch with what I studied. Not studied, to be honest. I did not actually study anything ever since I was 4th standard. I don't study for anything. I just write exams blindly. That's how I see it. I did manage to get passing marks, so that's a win. If I manage to get passing marks, that's a great win for me. I don't want to work enough to get good marks. I wouldn't even say hard, because I literally focus. My entire engineering was me focusing on anime and completing. My first semester was just I was focused on completing Detective Conan and reaching the ongoing episodes. The second year was me venturing out and watching different types of anime. Third year was I was really getting fed up of engineering and this course itself. I really started hating engineering as a whole, like a lot. I hated it a lot. I almost thought about dropping out, like in just a few weeks before my final third year exam, just a few weeks, and I really was contemplating whether I should continue or not. And when I was thinking about it, I was like, my mother really put a lot of time and effort for me being able to go to an engineering college, and it will be kind of a disservice. And I mean, yes, you have to follow your dreams and all, but you also have to look at your situation, right? So at that time, I was like, I already put a lot of effort. By effort, I mean time, a lot of time. That's the effort. Like, time is very valuable for me, and I put a lot of fucking, oh my god, funny. I meant like funny, a lot of funny time. Did you see if the other word? That's not what I said. I said fork and funny. So when it combined, it sounded different. It's not the swear word. Why am I justifying? I just don't want to put explicit mark on the freaking a good word. Freaking episodes. So what was I saying? I was contemplating about dropping out, and I thought about it, and I was like, I already put a lot of time to this. 3 years. 3 years is a long time. I just have to, suck it up for one more year and it's done. And I did that. I completed my 4th year too, and I was so happy at the last exam. I was like, I was done. I'm so happy I was done with engineering. Why am I saying this story today? I have no idea. I guess, did I ever say this before in any of the episodes? I have no idea, but that's right. I felt very liberated after completing my exams. What did I do after completing my exams? Probably caught up on anime? No, I stopped watching anime since 2018. A second half of 2018 and first half of 2019, I stopped watching anime for some reason. I no longer had the time or patience to sit through and watch anime at all, so I stopped watching it. But what was I doing in 2009? It was a wacky year. I think I already said what all had things happen mentally in episode 3, year in review or something. Yeah, year review. Yeah, in that episode I've talked about it. So that's about it. And after 3rd year, I always thought I hated engineering forever. Like, I absolutely hated. Okay, one thing you should know, going into engineering was completely my idea, and that's what I wanted to do. I mean, not as my main thing. I just wanted to learn about engineering. Okay, this is what people get confused so much. I mean, it's how the system is built, right? I was just curious about engineering, mechanical engineering to be very precise. I was very curious about it. But by 3rd year, I was like, I hate this, and I never want to see mechanical engineering stuff at all. But last year or this year, I realized I was wrong, because I still get excited to learn more about engineering stuff or making stuff, and I still like those things, and that kind of reassured me that engineering and mechanical engineering specifically was not something which is like a passing dream or something. I genuinely like engineering, and I genuinely like to make stuff, but I don't have the resources right now or the time to do that. That's why they are not my focus currently, but I would love to go back to that field, not in a corporate setting, but what I always wanted from since I was a kid, right? Making machines or making little bit of mechanisms, those things, which are something which I have been curious about since I was a kid, or like early teens or something. and I genuinely like that. But the reason why I, strayed away from mechanical engineering and what I learned is mainly due to the jobs. I mean, I might have a very weird perception of the jobs at all, but everything, corporate related, I genuinely despise it. And it's not my number one goal right now. And it's so weird to talk about these things because I genuinely like, music and arts, which I'm doing right now. I genuinely like those things, like really. But at the same time, I like doing engineering stuff too. I might be very out of touch, but if you give me a chance, I would love to learn robotics again and start doing, mini gadgets and stuff like that. I would love to do that. Okay, that's something I genuinely enjoy. And when people ask me if you were gonna be a musician or drawer. I want to say artist, but I feel like artist is like, for me, artist is such a heavy term, and I kind of keep that term in a high pedestal. That's why I don't want to call myself an artist, because I think I'm not there yet. In terms of my skills, I have a long way to go. That's why I won't call myself artist. But I don't draw art. I just do drawings and stuff. That's I'm belittling my art basically, because I keep those things in a very high regard. And yeah, so that's why I've said drawer. Drawer is the other thing, right? So it's not drawer. I was okay, fine. Sketching and stuff. I'm gonna say it as nouns and yeah. Gerund. Is that what you call in English? I'm so sorry if it's all wrong. So that's what I want to talk about. I actually wanted to talk about how it's just 1 year since I started this podcast and be happy about it. But today my morale was not allowing me to do that, so I felt very miserable. That's why I just go back talking depressing stuff like my degree, which is kind of useless for me, and I don't think it will ever be useful in my life. I don't know, man. So yeah, this is the thing. People say, why do you become, if you want to do music and art, then why did you take degree in engineering, right? Those type of question. Because I have only one answer, because I genuinely like engineering. I mean, mechanical engineering and physics. Physics is one of those subjects which you cannot understand at first. That's why I liked it, because you need effort and you need attention put into it to, I'm not just understand the concepts, but to actually be able to play with the concept, you really need to put time and effort in physics. That's why I like physics more than every other branch. It's because of when I was in 12th standard, chemistry was like just reading the explanation. Yeah, you get a picture, and I hate biology because you have to learn, study a lot of words in biology. That's why I hated it. And maths is my favorite, because you don't have to write anything in terms of words. It's just you have to solve problems. That's the easiest exams, because you can complete the exams quicker. You just have to find the solution. That's it, you're done. And similarly, physics is also kind of same, because you also have numericals and physics and stuff. So that's why I like physics more. So I thought like mechanical, among all the streams, mechanical will be more closer to the physics I love. So that's why I chose mechanical, under no pressure from my parents at all. Yes, there was a tiny point before choosing engineering. I did consider doing audio engineering, sound engineering, and animation. I did I went to animations, or course, what do you call it? Animation course. What is it? Animation course? Yeah, the people, the institute. Yeah, institute. a small institute was there nearby, so I just visited them, and they were like, if you're going to take engineering, why don't you take computer engineering? Why you're taking mechanical if you're interested in animation and games and stuff like that? I mean, like, I like mechanical engineering, okay? I would not I do not want to study computer engineering for 4 years. I would rather okay, the thing is that under this syllabus, right? I would say the syllabus of engineering when I studied was pretty outdated, which really ruined the fun and life of engineering for me. So that's also one of the reasons why I started despising engineering. But I can understand, you need to know the theory and all. Yeah, that is there, but whatever, that's not the point. The point is, of course, my parents, I mean my father especially, was like, who does animation? That's stupid, don't. So I had no way. I mean, I myself, I was like, do I really want to pay this much money to study animation? I could just learn it at home, right? So that's why I did not go for animation. Similarly, I did not go for computer engineering, because you kind of can learn on your own without having to learn it from under a university syllabus. I'm going to just say that. I know a lot of people who are good at computer, programming and stuff before they even get into colleges. So that's the thing, right? So I don't want to study and do theory and stuff and give exams on that topic. That's the thing. I just hate that system for some reason. And at least from my point of view, in mechanical, I was like, I'm learning something which is not that readily available. I mean, it's all information available on the internet, but it's just I just thought it will be a better experience to go under a system, right? But yes, it was kind of one of the best things of colleges is you get to meet a lot of people. That is literally the best thing of a college or university. I feel is one of the best things. Okay, that covers my bases, I guess. So yeah, but music is something. How did I end up doing music? Music is something that I always wanted to do as a kid, but I never focused on it because of circumstances. I was not able to focus on it. I still feel I'm way too late in this music journey, but yeah, I don't know, man. But it's very hard, very, very hard to keep going, because that's all I have to say. It's already too long. It's this episode is too long than I expected, and I think I should stop. Guess that's it. Don't forget to drink water, stay hydrated, guys. It's very important. And try to eat healthy. Eat your vegetables, fruits if you are able to. That's great. Eat whatever you want. Don't forget about your body. Just listen to your body when you're eating food, not just your mind and what your wishes are, but always try to listen to your body. Remember, your stomach and your digestive system really would try to hit you a lot if you give them terrible food. Oh, ask about my stomach, man. They will have a huge accusations against me for putting them through so much of weird times. So drink water, stay hydrated, eat healthy, and you can always get out of situation which seem terrible. One of the best things that we can always remember is nothing lasts forever, whether it's for good or not, whether it's for bad. Everything comes to an end, and there's always a new beginning after the end. Thank you for your existence, you amazing being. You're always welcome to the warehouse of dreams. Bye, guys.